This is Spark, a dragon no bigger than a teacup. His scales glisten emerald green under the sun, and his wings hum softly like a summer breeze. In a world where dragons are known for their towering wingspans and roaring flames, Spark's tiny stature often draws chuckles and sighs. He can't carry heavy loads. His fire breath is more like a puff of warm air, and when the older dragons take to the skies, he's left fluttering behind like a leaf in the wind. Despite this, Spark has a boundless curiosity. He spends his days weaving through flower fields, exploring the smallest caves, and collecting shiny treasures no bigger than a grain of rice. His closest companion is Ember, his protective older sister, a fierce, crimson-scaled dragon who believes in him more than anyone else. But even Ember worries that Spark's size will always limit him. One fateful afternoon, an ominous shadow sweeps over Dragon Valley. From the mountains beyond, a monstrous creature emerges, a stone-skinned leviathan immune to flame, claw, and fang. Its deep, rumbling roar shakes the ground as it begins its march toward the heart of the valley. The elder dragons gather, launching firestorms and massive boulders, but every strike glances off the beast's impenetrable armor. From a distance, Spark watches the chaos. As he darts between rocks to stay hidden, he spots something the others cannot: a thin, jagged crack near the creature's neck, barely wide enough for a pebble. His mind races. It's the only weakness, but it's also unreachable for dragons of normal size. That night, Spark hatches a daring idea. He collects his enchanted pebbles, tiny glowing stones said to hold the magic of ancient dragons, and shares his plan with Ember. At first, she's horrified. The journey to reach the crack means flying dangerously close to the beast's jaws, weaving through the storm of its rage. But seeing the determination in Spark's eyes, Ember agrees to help, vowing to shield him at all costs. When morning breaks, the battle resumes. While the larger dragons distract the Leviathan with blinding bursts of flame and thunderous roars, Spark rides on Ember's back, clinging tightly. At the right moment, he leaps from her wings, diving toward the crack like an arrow. His tiny frame slips through the air currents and past the creature's snapping jaws. He lands on the rough stone, the vibrations nearly shaking him off. With all his strength, he pushes an enchanted pebble deep into the crack. It glows fiercely, sending a surge of magic through the Leviathan's body. The creature lets out a deafening cry, its limbs locking before it crashes to the ground with a quake that echoes for miles. Silence falls over the valley. Slowly, the other dragons gather around, their eyes wide in disbelief. The smallest dragon among them had done what none of the mighty warriors could. From that day on, Spark is no longer the overlooked dragon. Songs are sung about his bravery, and his name is etched into the history of Dragon Valley. More importantly, his victory changes the way dragons see strength, no longer measured by size or flame, but by courage, quick thinking, and the will to act. As for Spark, he still spends his days exploring and collecting treasures, but now he's also sought out for advice and guidance. And sometimes, when the wind carries the scent of distant danger, he looks at Ember, and they both know, if trouble comes again, they'll be ready. If you enjoyed Spark's adventure, don't forget to subscribe and join our community for more epic stories.